What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, it's been a long couple weeks. I went over to Texas to go visit my sister with my wife and my brother. We went to go visit, and Houston was beautiful. To be honest with you, I wish I would have took more footage of everything. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you probably would have saw all the pictures and all the foods that we were eating and things like that. It was all great. I didn't really do as much recording. I didn't do much YouTubing. The only reason why is because I really wanted to spend time with my family, and having that camera around sometimes, taking pictures of everything, you know, you kind of lose what's important, and that's the moment, right? So a lot of things. I let my wife take the pictures, and my brother, they took all the pictures that we needed. I just wanted to spend time with my family and enjoy that, because guys, ultimately that's what's most important in life, is your family and your friends, and making sure that everybody, you know, that you get to enjoy the moment. But back to the point of this video. What is this video about? As you guys see in the title, it is actually what to prepare for when traveling with an Lvad. Now, I did a vocal one, not vocal one, like a quick vlog, not a vlog, but a video when I came back from New York, and explaining how to, what to expect. Today I'm kind of, it was a little more different. It was different this time. Last time it was very simple. I was with myself, and it was a bit of a, it was real passing through. This time there was a little bit more hurdles, and I wanted to actually share that with you so you guys can be prepared. So right off the bat, we're gonna go over quickly is what you're gonna have to pack, all right? So hold on one second. All right, so here we are, guys. This is what we'll be bringing to the actual airport, and I want to show you guys how exactly what to expect. What are you gonna bring? All right, so first off, this is the bag that you'll always have with you if you're an Lvad patient. You have your batteries, all right, they should be charged fully. You'll have these guys, they should stay on there on the actual adapters there, but they'll stay on there, okay? Then this will always go with you. This is not considered you don't have to check this in, you don't have to, this is considered a free carry-on. They won't even charge you, they won't, and I'm talking even Spirit Airlines, who charges you for every bag that you bring on board. They have personal items. These are considered basically free. They will not charge you for any medical device. So obviously these are my batteries that need me to stay going. That's important. This is my actual HeartMate charger docking station. This is where we put the actual batteries on. Now this right here all comes apart, obviously, and you can unplug through the back there. If you can see, you unplug that. This is one little docking station. This can fit in a nice sized duffel bag. It's not that hard to fit, and you can actually fit some other things in there as well, so you don't have to carry multiple bags, all right? So that's one tip there. Let's put these back in there. All right, there we go. Another thing, I am diabetic, so here's my meter. I can store this in my book bag. They won't ask any questions. This right here is an actual, here, let me show you. My wife bought me this cool bag that you can get on Amazon. And you can get these anywhere. My wife got me this cool bag on Amazon. Basically holds my insulin, and then also holds my meter if I wanted to, but I have another bag for my meter. And this right here has all my needles in it that I need. Another thing, not charged for carrying on. Yes, you can put this in a book bag, but I'm just telling you exactly what you can bring. This right here stores most of my pills. I have it all. It's a nice little bag in there. 1 second. So as you can see, just in a demo, pretty much I just put a bunch of pills in here, but this is pretty much what it does. Obviously, this bag itself has holders in it for these type of pills. The problem is these are much bigger and they can't fit in there. So if you get another bag, I would get one of these. Are perfect. You can kind of align them and sort them nicely so you can actually have some structure without pills going everywhere. Great to travel with. So all the thing you have to pack up is your actual HeartMate. This is actually your charger. So basically this is what you plug into yourself at night. Very important. This right here comes out, and this stays on. Now the way to wrap it around that, and I can do it real quick, but if you notice, there's some grooves around here. There's like some it's like a nice groove, like curvature there. This basically wraps nicely around with the cord. The cord goes around it perfectly. So you should be able to wrap the whole thing around it and snap this end right here onto the wire that's already there, and it'll be nice and clean. You can put that in the same duffel bag. I was able to put it in a duffel bag that was very small. I would say probably, hold on, let me show you the duffel bag I used. I was able to fit that into this duffel bag. As you can see, this duffel bag is not very big, but it was perfect enough to get the job done. The docking station fit in there, the actual charging station fit in there, and I could fit my pills and my my insulin all in one shot. And no problems at all. That's one extra bag. That's not including the personal carry-on that most airliners allow you to bring. So that's pretty much all the things I brought on. Now, what are my challenges on the actual air flight? Well, guys, first off, I'm gonna tell you straight up, these bags can be heavy. Those devices all in one hand are very tiring. So a lot of things that I've learned is, depending on the airport you're in, they're all different. Depending on the airport you're in, they're all different. So, for example, Orlando. They were very lenient in Orlando. They weren't as strict and so on. So when I got there, they just gave me a wheelchair. They said, no problem, grab yourself a wheelchair. And the wheelchairs have areas for the bag. So we went ahead, we put all the bags on the wheelchair, and I sat down. Because it's a far walk. Orlando is a very large airport. So my brother pushed me across, and we have my bags on there. Because the reason why, guys, yes, I can walk, but the problem is, being a heart patient, when you're carrying all these things for a long period of time, it can be very tiring. It starts sweating. You don't want to sweat on an airplane. It's very stressful. Not stressful, but it's a little bit taxing on the body. So pretty much I do in farmer's carriage. You gotta take these things across an airport. That's freaking huge. So not even a healthy powerlifter would feel good doing that. So for me, it's a little bit heavy, those bags. And that's pretty much the challenge. Now, they were very simple, they were very easy. They let me go on there, sit on my wheelchair, take it across, and if you have a wheelchair, immediately they get you past TSA. You go to the front of the line, and whoever's with you gets to go with you, and they check you in. That's great. That was very simple, no questions asked, right? On the way back from Orlando, on the way back to Orlando, we were in Houston. Houston was very strict. You had to go through TSA, and you had to go through a little more strenuous check. They went through all my devices. They didn't know what they were. Maybe they were just curious to know. We also bought some things, so we had to fit it all into one bag. But they were very curious. They opened up all my stuff, and also liquids and things like that. Everybody knows those things. You can find out what size those are. But as far as devices go, be prepared. You want to get there early, and make sure that you get there early and have all your medical devices ready to go, because they're gonna check them in those big type of cities like Houston. So when we got there, it took us around, I want to say like 30-40 minutes to get checked in. I checked in, but get through TSA because of all the check-in. They had to do a manual pat down, and that's all. That's normal. That was very simple. But here's the thing in Houston. So like I said, in Orlando allows you to bring a wheelchair across. In Houston, they can't. So what they do is they don't allow you to get pushed by anybody except their people. So therefore, they have somebody come out and they push you. When I was in Orlando, my brother pushed me across the area. But in Houston, they had somebody bring me. And what they did was, they brought me through there to TSA. I was able to get up and walk over. They did the pat down, and then the guy disappeared. The guy disappeared. So now I'm stuck with my big heavy bag, and I'm stuck at TSA. Now I got to get to the gate. Now, luckily for me, Houston is not a big airport as far as TSA to the actual terminals. It wasn't that big, so I was able to walk. It was like around the corner, not a big deal. But it was also a little bit taxing. It still is taxing. So what they were able to do with TSA was able to actually give me a cart to take all the bags on top of, and then it wasn't as taxing. So other than that, that was that. Another thing, if you do need assistance, right, I would totally recommend calling ahead and asking for assistance to get on the plane. Now, the thing with the plane is, when you're on a wheelchair, they take you to the front, you're the first one on the plane because of the difficulty of somebody getting on the plane. I would totally recommend it, and here's why. You have this wire here, right? I'm not saying you have to do this. People are more confident, but this is a very scary thing to get tugged on, and then you don't want anything to happen, and I would always just rather be safe than sorry. Though obviously those aisles are very thin, and if you're trying to get around and this cord gets snagged on something, it can be painful, or it can be very traumatizing, a little more blood, or it just, you know, these things are a lot tougher than they look. I'm not trying to scare you, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Just go ahead and put that to the side, and call them to look, I need help getting on the plane. They'll put you straight up to the plane. You get on first, get your seat, get the bed and everything, because you need that room. You don't want to get this cord snagged on anything, believe me. So that's the first thing you want to do. 1 second. Sorry about that. So you don't want this to get snugged on anything. Alright, as I said, get all your bags in there. You go right up to the front of the line, get everything on top, and you sit down and you're comfortable. It may look like you're a tool because you know what, how this guy looks like he can walk. That's not the case, guys. The more important thing is your health, and the cord is the most important thing. You don't want that getting caught on anything. And that's pretty much it. That was my challenges. Like I said, my challenges were on the way back from Houston. You had to carry some bags past the actual TSA area. There is more of a wait. So like I said, it took us no more than 30 minutes, 15 minutes to get across in Orlando from TSA all the way to, actually from the check-in, 20 minutes from Orlando to check-in all the way to the actual terminal. But Houston, it took us like 40 minutes. And believe it or not, Houston was a small airport. So that just shows you how much checking there was going on and how more tedious they were. They'll ask a bunch of questions. Once you tell them it's a medical device, they back off, and then they pass it down to the area where they check it manually. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my tips. So like I said, all your bags are free. You can fit mostly everything in a small size duffel bag. It doesn't have to be a huge duffel bag. At least your medical equipment. Your bag is separate, that's on your own, but your personal items and so on. But the medical devices are always free no matter what. Alright, so realistically you can get, as far as medical devices go, you can go up to 2 bags. You can fit comfortably. I mean, if you need more bags, that's totally up to you. As long as there's a medical device in it, it's free, okay? Guys, and I hope I helped you guys out, kind of opened your eyes to exactly what to expect when traveling abroad with an Lvad or any medical device. You know, maybe if you have some type of other program, other machine that's keeping you going, maybe the same thing. But I'm hoping that I helped Lvad patients here how to travel, what to expect, and I'm just giving you a recap of everything that I had to go through these past week, which is very interesting and very enlightening, to say the least. So that's it, guys. That's my vid. I thank you so much. Please be blessed. If you have any more questions, please smack a like, subscribe, comment on the bottom if you want to know anything else. I'll totally reach out to you guys. I got people blowing up my phone. I will thank you guys so much. Be blessed. I will see you when I see you. Peace.